In December 2016, the Basketball Hall of Fame announced nominees for the class of 2017. The list included obvious names such as Tracy McGrady, Chris Webber, Tim Hardaway, and Sidney Moncrief. Ultimately, McGrady was the only one of the big names who would actually be inducted as part of the 2017 class, though the other three would be inducted years later: Moncrief in 2019, Webber in 2021, and Hardaway in 2022. Another big name who was definitely not an obvious nominee for the 2017 class was Muggsy Bogues. As of 2024, Muggsy not only hasn't been inducted into the Hall of Fame, but also probably won't ever make it. Still, the reason for his nomination, and the argument for why he maybe should be inducted, is the fact that his journey to the league was so unlikely and inspiring, and, even more impressive, it lasted significantly longer than anyone would have believed possible. Standing at just 5'3", Muggsy is the shortest player to ever make it to the NBA. And not only did he get to the league, but he also thrived, playing 14 seasons from 1987 to 2001. Additionally, he was often the starting point guard for many of those years ahead of much taller teammates. With his phenomenal speed, tireless hustle, precise passing ability, and overall basketball IQ, he managed to establish himself as one of the best point guards of the early to mid-90s, as he averaged almost a double-double in points and assists between 1989 and 1995 with the Hornets. Also during his time in Charlotte, he compiled an extensive highlight reel ranging from outrunning bigger opponents, blocking future Hall of Famers, and, as was often the case, throwing perfect lobs to his teammates.
Turnover, here comes Bogues with a trailing Johnson, alley-oop.
Understandably, given his inspiring story and his play, Muggsy was a fan favorite wherever he went, which, in addition to Charlotte, included stints in Washington, Golden State, and Toronto. With teammates like McGrady and Vince Carter, Muggsy compiled a decent highlight reel during his time with the Raptors.
Muggsy Bogues, that can help. Whoa! Now, you just don't see it every day, even in this league. Vince Carter!
But there's something else about his time in Toronto that's noteworthy. Despite Muggsy's early success in the NBA, the last years of his time in the league were plagued with injury. In August 1995, he underwent surgery on his left knee, and the recovery process would be full of setbacks, resulting in him playing just 6 games for the 95-96 season. Although Muggsy had always intended to retire with the Hornets, and it was all but certain that the team would retire his number 1, his relationship with the team soured considerably in 1997. Charlotte's coach, Dave Cowens, suggested that Bogues should consider retiring due to his ongoing injury issues, which left Cowens uncertain if Muggsy could even play from game to game. But Muggsy wanted to continue with his career. And in November 1997, he was traded to the Warriors, where he played 2 seasons before signing with the Raptors as a free agent in September 1999. Despite his ongoing injury issues and now being in his mid-30s, Muggsy played in 80 games of the 99-2000 season, averaging around 21 minutes per contest. However, it would be the next season that injuries would finally catch up with Muggsy, limiting him to just 3 games for the 2000-2001 season. In February 2001, Muggsy was traded to the Knicks before being shipped to the Mavs in August 2001 without ever playing for either team, ending his time in the NBA. Although his phenomenal career ended unceremoniously, there's one fitting upside to how Muggsy's NBA career came to a close. When Muggsy signed with the Raptors, McGrady already had Muggsy's iconic jersey number 1. As a result, Muggsy chose number 14. Although the choice seemed like a compromise, the number actually had deep meaning for Muggsy, as it was a reference to both his high school and college years when he first wore the number. Muggsy attended Paul Lawrence Dunbar High School in Baltimore, where he teamed up with multiple future NBA players, including David Wingate, Reggie Williams, and Reggie Lewis. The Poets finished the 81-82 season at 29-0, then 31-0 the next season. Given the team's success, Muggsy received numerous offers from a variety of colleges, including the University of Virginia, Penn State, and Seton Hall. However, instead, Muggsy chose to attend Wake Forest University, where he represented the Demon Deacons from 1983 to 1987. During his final seasons with the team, he led the Atlantic Coast Conference in steals and assists. Also during his college years, Muggsy represented the U.S. as a member of the national team that won the gold medal at the 1986 FIBA Basketball World Cup, then known as the FIBA World Championship. Despite his success at college and on the world stage, there were still questions about whether Muggsy could make it as a professional, given his significant lack of height, as he was around 16 inches shorter than the average NBA player in an era dominated by big men. After college, Muggsy first played in the United States Basketball League, which had just been established in 1985. For the league's 1987 draft, the Rhode Island Gulls selected Muggsy with the 2nd pick. He soon became a fan favorite, which helped the fledgling league significantly in regards to attendance. All up, Muggsy only played a single season with the Gulls, but it was enough to catch the NBA's attention, and he was selected with the 12th pick of the 1987 NBA draft by the Bullets. Ultimately, Washington's decision to draft Muggsy was more about publicity than anything else, as the Bullets already had Manute Bol in their roster. So, signing Muggsy gave the team the opportunity to pair the shortest player in league history with the tallest one at the time, as Bol was 7'7", with 28 inches difference between the two players. Following Muggsy's rookie season, he was left unprotected in the 1988 expansion draft by the incoming teams the Hornets and the Heat. Charlotte selected Muggsy with the 6th pick, and the rest is history, as the shortest and least likeliest person to thrive in the NBA would go on and have a phenomenal basketball career that both began and ended with the number 14, consisting of 14 seasons as a pro at the highest level of the game that no one truly believed would ever happen, other than Muggsy himself.
Don't let anyone put you in a box and try to define you.
They try to tell me what I can't be, what I shouldn't be, or who I should be. I didn't listen. I hope you don't listen either.
Muggsy Bogues, that can help. Whoa!